sun pierced through the high-rises of Mumbai as board members gathered inside the glass fortress of Virex Technologies. At the head of the obsidian table sat Sia, the iron-willed CEO dressed in pristine white. She oozed charisma and command. Her voice sliced through the corporate buzz like a blade. "Another quarter of record-breaking numbers," she declared, her tone proud and sharp. "Because we lead." Polite claps followed, but the applause was abruptly interrupted by the quiet arrival of a man. Her husband, Aryan. Clad in a modest blue shirt and worn shoes, he stood at the back of the room like a shadow. No one paid him much attention. No one ever did. "Ah," Sia smirked. "Our silent investor arrives, just in time to miss the applause." He gave a polite nod, said nothing, and took his seat at the corner of the room. But his eyes, they searched for someone else. Through the glass, a 10-year-old boy waited outside, reading a book. Vivaan. Their son, his only light. That evening, Aryan sat beside Vivaan, reading him a story. The boy looked up and asked, "Papa, why doesn't Mom read to me?" Aryan paused, closed the book gently, and smiled. "Because she forgot how to dream, Beta. But I didn't." After putting Vivaan to bed, Aryan retreated to his study. Behind a hidden compartment, he pulled out a flash drive. It was marked SEH2, confidential. His hands didn't shake, but his eyes hardened. He inserted the drive into his encrypted system. Surveillance footage flickered to life. Hidden cameras revealed Sia and her assistant, Karan, in intimate embrace, whispering, laughing. "We get Aryan to sign," Karan said on screen. "He won't even realize what hit him." "You'll be the queen, and you'll be beside me," Sia purred. "He's too soft to stop us." Aryan stared, unmoving. His thumb slowly clicked a secure line on his desk phone. "Anil," he said, "activate Protocol V." The next day, Virex buzzed with unease. Sia strutted into the office, as usual, but her personal keycard no longer worked. The system refused her fingerprint. She called IT. No response. She stormed into the boardroom and found all senior executives seated, and at the head of the table, not her, sat Aryan, dressed in a black suit, composed like a monarch. "What is this?" she demanded. Aryan didn't raise his voice. He pushed a thick legal dossier toward her. It contained documentation of shell companies, offshore holdings, and power of attorney. It proved one thing: Aryan had always owned Virex. She had been a puppet, a glorified manager. "You never owned this company, Sia," he said coldly. "You run it. For me. Until you betrayed me." "You can't do this!" she spat. "I already did." The board said nothing. Their silence screamed confirmation. Sia's descent began swiftly. Her luxury apartment access was revoked. Credit cards declined. News outlets began reporting her removal and linking her to insider trading. She called Karan. No answer. She drove to his apartment. It was empty. Meanwhile, in an undisclosed facility beneath the city, Karan sat chained to a chair under flickering lights. Across from him stood Vikram, ex-intelligence operative. Cool, precise. "You wanted power?" Vikram whispered. "Now you'll taste its cost." Karan endured 3 days of hell. Drug-induced hallucinations, auditory loops of Sia laughing, mocking him, sleep deprivation, isolation. On the 4th day, Aryan entered the room. He stood still, just watching Karan shiver. "Why?" Karan begged. "She used me." "I didn't." Aryan didn't blink. You betrayed my son's future. You made me kill the woman I once loved, not with bullets, but with truth. A soft click, a muffled shot. Silence. Sia, now hiding in a cheap motel, opened her email to find a digital court order. It granted sole custody of Vivaan to Aryan. Her hands trembled. Her world, her son, her career, her identity, vanished in front of her eyes. She walked to a mirror. A broken, tired reflection stared back. Aryan stood with Vivaan in a new office. A golden nameplate glimmered on the desk. Vivaan, future CEO! Will I be strong like you, Papa? The boy asked. Aryan placed a hand on his shoulder. No, Beta. You'll be stronger. Because you'll know love. And that's what makes kings better than tyrants. They smiled and watched the sun rise. Months passed. A quiet psychiatric ward sat at the edge of the city. In one locked room, Sia lay on a cot, eyes closed. A new doctor entered, Dr. Riva Dot. She had Sia's sharp eyes. Her presence was unsettling. She leaned in close and whispered, "They think the Empire died with you. But blood remembers. I'll finish what you started." Sia's eyes opened. She smiled.